What's up everybody? In today's video we are going to be talking about what people don't tell you about postpartum. But before we get to that, shout out to Michael, Karen Nunez, and Maria Lopez for commenting on that last video. Thank you guys so much. I love getting feedback from you guys and seeing your comments, and I love replying to you guys and talking to you guys in that way. Please keep commenting and I will definitely shout you guys out. First and foremost, breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is so hard and no one tells you that. Like, I didn't know how hard it was going to be on me physically and mentally. It hurts so bad at first, and then it's so hard to find the perfect position for them to latch, and then you have these thoughts of that you're not making enough milk for your baby, that they're not eating enough, and this and that. And trust me, you are making enough, because at first they have these tiny little baby stomachs that don't need that much to fill them up. And I didn't know this until I had these lactation consultants telling me how much in reality they need to eat. And I'm so thankful for that, and I'm so thankful that latching wasn't as hard for me. It was at first because I couldn't find a comfortable position for myself and for him. He latched on perfectly, but it was just me that was just kind of weird. And then it was so painful. I swear, like, I bled from my left breast. The left breast was always my problematic breast. I ended up getting mastitis, which no one tells you about either. Like, I never expected to get an infection on my breast, which led up to me passing out in the shower, and we ended up in the hospital getting medication and all of that while my baby was just a couple weeks old. No one tells you how hard it's going to be, and I guess this is why, like, a lot of women decide to just quit and just formula feed, which is perfectly fine. I am grateful enough to have my husband there for me, who pushed me and told me, like, don't give up, just breastfeed, like, this is what you really wanted to do, just go for it, don't quit. And I did. I am almost 10 months postpartum. I am still breastfeeding to this day, which, another thing they don't tell you, that even though you have gone through the first pain of first breastfeeding ever in your life, that once they start teething and their teeth actually start growing out, it hurts so bad again. Like, right now my son has 4, but he's growing 4 more all at the same time. So his little teeth grind on my nipple and it hurts so bad, and I'm currently sore and in pain every time I breastfeed him. I honestly will not give this up for anything in the world, because I love the bond that it creates between me and my son. And even though he is kind of self-weaning off of the breast, because we are feeding him regular table foods, he is more interested in food than anything else now. So my breastfeeding journey is coming to an end, and it's perfectly okay for you to stop breastfeeding. It is perfectly okay for you to formula feed, just as long as your baby is fed. Trust me, it is completely fine. You are no less of a woman if you do not breastfeed, or if you were not able to breastfeed. Trust me, I know how hard it is mentally and physically on you. Trust me, I know. I cried. I have, like, wanted to quit so many times, and it took me a lot for me not to quit. Obviously, I am grateful to be able to breastfeed, but if you choose not to breastfeed, girl, go ahead, do you. That is your baby. As long as that baby is fed is best, homegirl. Another thing that I was never told, even by my mom, was how bad sleep deprivation is going to be. You will get amazed by how little sleep you can function on. Like, I have literally gone with like 3 hours of sleep, and I'm literally up and doing everything with my son, running errands, doing things around the house, running on 3 hours of sleep. it amazes me. Like before I had my son, it was hard for me to even function just 6 hours of sleep, but now 4 hours of sleep is heaven sent. But I mean, now that my son is a little older, like he gets a lot more sleep. But before, when he was a little newborn, I barely slept. Me and my husband were team no sleep because my husband helps me out so much, and I'm so thankful for him, even though he's like in the middle of the night, because right now, like I said, my son is teething. So he wakes up in the middle of the night with pain in his mouth, obviously. And my husband still tries to help me out, and he's like, he'll grab him half asleep and he'll go, shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Even though like he's like dead asleep still. And in the morning he doesn't even remember. He tried to like calm him down and like soothe him back to sleep. But you know, it's the little things that matter, and he helps me out so much. Thank you, baby. But yeah, sleep deprivation, mama, you ain't the only one. Everyone, we all feel you. We all feel you. Postpartum depression. A lot of women don't talk about this. I guess it's really hard for women to even speak up about them being depressed after having a baby, because everyone expects you to be happy-go-lucky and just be sunflowers and rainbows just because you just had a baby. But that's just not how it is for some women. I was depressed after having my son, but I wasn't really diagnosed. I did tell my doctor and they gave me some advice on what to do, but I decided to deal with it on my own at home. There was a lot of nights where I would just stay up and cry all night with my son because I just didn't know what to do. To be honest, I like in my head I just wanted to be like, dude, just be quiet, like just shut up and tell me what you want. Like I never thought about hitting him or anything like that. I just wanted to scream at him, but I never did. I never let my thoughts actually get to me and make me do that. You're not alone. And if you are going through postpartum depression to the point where you feel like you can't cope with it on your own, speak up, tell somebody, go tell your doctor, like they will help you. I felt like my depression wasn't as bad as many other women. I did speak to my doctor. I told him what I was thinking about, and like me yelling at my son. It was my decision to just find a way to deal with it on my own. But if you are going through it, please just speak up and go say something. You will not be judged. Trust me, a lot of women go through it and you are not alone. This one is the one I hate the most because it made me so insecure. Hair loss. People tell you you're going to have postpartum hair loss, yada yada yada, but they don't tell you how bad it's going to be. Like I was literally pulling out clumps of hair. I couldn't even touch my hair because a whole handful of hair would come out. I legit thought I was going to be bald. I legit thought I had like 3 strands of hair left. I became so insecure. I still am about my hair. My hair is growing back now and my hair is still very thin. There was one time where my hair was extremely tangled from all the hair that was falling out. I kid you not, my bathtub was full of hair that I had combed out. Full. I'm telling you, full of my hair. I had asked my husband, you can look at my pictures. Actually, I'll post a picture of how thick I had a full head of hair. I never liked my hair, but my husband does. But I loved how much hair I had. After all that hair loss, I literally was bald all right here. Like I still am. I'm barely getting my hair back. Like all of this, I had bald spots and I didn't know how to wear my hair, so people couldn't tell that I was losing hair, but you could definitely tell from my ponytail that it is extremely thin. Like it just made me feel so ugly, and I still kind of do, just because of how much hair I lost. Well, now that it's growing back, like I feel a lot better about myself. but I was so insecure about how I looked because of it. People were telling me like, oh, it's because you're breastfeeding, oh, it's because of this, oh, it's because of that. I knew it wasn't because I was breastfeeding, because I knew people that were formula feeding their babies and they were losing hair as well. So I knew it wasn't that. So I was just like, everyone goes through this. Why didn't anyone tell me this? Why didn't anyone tell me I was going to be bald after having a baby? If I would have known that, I would have prepared myself with a wig or something. Like, geez, let a homegirl know. Last but not least, this one aggravates me. If you sneeze, if you laugh, if you cough, if you do anything that makes your body startle, you will pee yourself. I'm telling you now, I cannot hold in my... I know that's TMI, but trust me, I cannot hold it. As soon as I feel the need to go, I'm there. I'm at the toilet just... Because TMI again, I've had accidents. But I started doing kegels, which so far has not helped at all. And my husband suggested I started doing kegels with weights. About that, we don't have weights. We do, but they're like 10 pounds. I think they're 20-pound weights. And I'm not about to do 20-pound weight kegels. No. Hopefully I find something that works. I will be talking to my doctor about it as well, obviously. I have not talked to my doctor about it, but I will, because I really dislike not being able to hold in my urine. Why do people not tell you about these things? Like, when people ask me, oh, what should I expect after having my child, these are what I'm gonna be telling you about. You're gonna be bald, you're gonna lose sleep, forget about sleep, what is that? You're not gonna be able to hold in your pee. Breastfeeding is hard. Like, I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be telling you everything that is going to happen, because I even asked my mom, why did you never tell me about these things? And she's like, she looked at me and she said, oh, I forgot about all of that. And I'm like, you have 5 kids and you're telling me you forgot about all of this? Tell me these things. I don't know why people don't talk about these certain postpartum things, the hard parts about postpartum. I don't know if it's just too hard to talk about, or it just really doesn't cross your mind, or I don't know, but people need to start telling you about these things before you have a child. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.